Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus here. Early, early this morning. Not able to sleep, thinking about how good it would be, how wonderful it would be if the little problems, big problems, they got their place, but little problems can be so many till you just wish that you didn't have those little problems. And as I think about that, how entertaining and wonderful and release it would be if I didn't have them. So immediately, being spokesman and advocate for basic human rights for all people, this is me I'm speaking about. No doubt you feel the same way about yourselves. So it appears that all of us would love for our problem, in all of our problems to go away. We would. And we know that because we spend most of our lives trying to get rid of those problems we say. But yet, it appears as if living an eternity, we haven't been able to accomplish that. And yet, it's still lingering on in the hearts and minds of people everywhere. So it seems as if we should give a little bit more focus to stuff like that. But the reality of it is, we're so busy focused on trying to make it from day to day till we don't have any time to focus on that. Well, maybe we do. Maybe it's not as complicated as we have imagined or been led to believe. You see, the truth of the matter is this. Everything that we need to survive exists. And it is created and made manifest by we the people who uses it. And it rests in the reservoir of goods and services to be used by we the people when we get some money and go buy it. So whether we can live good or very poorly depends upon how much money we got or have available to us. And how much money we have available to us is determined by what we do. Well, I just thought about it here again. It's so plain. The amount of money that we get is determined by what we do in the process of making all the stuff, this goods and services that we need. Some people who maybe thought of certain things might make big money. People who are needed to maintain that receive big money. People who are considered a little lesser receive a little lesser money, and people who are considered lesser receive lesser money. And so that means that when we go to the reservoir of goods and services, somebody can get what they want. Somebody else can just get what we can afford, and some of us might have to go and borrow some to get some of what we made. Now, this is a situation where we find ourselves when we just got these problems every day, little problems that have led to perhaps the big problems that one of those big problems are identified in what we are doing right here today, what we are doing with this reservoir of goods and services, that we have to get money from some other entity that has told us that it is required in order to receive life. Well, I want you to think about it like this, ladies and gentlemen. They have the system where we create for money. But I want you to think about it like this. Let us project engaging ourselves in life, especially in these things that's relevant to our survival, in an area that's most important to us, that which we can master, that which where we have shortcomings we're willing to get ourselves ready so we can accomplish something that we're eager to do. enjoy yourself about doing. Each of us. And yet, because we're so satisfied with what we do, we are satisfied with everybody else, with what they do, or we're just satisfied with them because they are satisfied. And we are all satisfied thus far. And we get a chance to exercise the satisfaction, ladies and gentlemen, and the compilation of it is that in that reservoir of goods and services, you have used resources that came with the earth that is as free to you and for what you will use it for as the earth is to you, as is the air is to you, as is the water is to you. Now, you have utilized these resources and you have amassed everything you need. You did it using resources. What other entity do you need? Of course, you need a system. You need to make sure that accessibility is made available to any and everyone at their leisure of need, want, or desire. Why? Because this is the way life is. Now, when you want anything that exists at the hands of man, it is yours. Now, what do you got? You got a life. You live. You're engaging. And you see the benefits of it. You see the prosperity from it. It amasses. You ain't looking for nothing. You ain't missing nothing. And if you do discover that there's something else, there is the beginning to start a new process, a continuation of the process of creation and cosmic manifestation for the benefit of people, not for the benefit of money, for the benefit of whomever desires to use it or to access it. For joy, for what we have called the lowest of the low to the highest of the high. It's straight through there. Now there is no difference. Everybody have access to life. Everybody got access to joy. Everybody got access to happiness. Everybody got access to freedom. And it is rest upon the guarantee that we have for one another, that we keep all of that ugly stuff like, I got some money. You can get some money. You can be better than somebody else. We keep all that trash out. We've learned our lesson. I just thought that I'd take a moment and say that to you this morning. Maybe I can feel a little bit better because I got some problems I got to deal with tomorrow. And if we didn't have this handcuff about money on us, I'd be smiling, and so would you. But until that time comes, we're going to stay on it because we're going to cause it to happen. We know if we don't, it won't. Till next time, Eddie Marcus saying goodbye.